What if the love that once defied centuries was given one last test? The trailer for Outlander Season 8 begins not with action, but with a heartbeat. Faint, familiar, and alive. It's the sound that started everything, and now it's calling again. At the edge of Craigh, thunder rolls across the moors. The ancient stones glimmer as though remembering every soul that ever dared to touch them. Through the mist stands Claire Fraser, her coat whipping in the wind, a single white candle trembling in her hand. Fear flickers in her eyes, but so does peace. The kind that comes only to those who have lived too many lives and survived them all. When she whispers, "Every path I take leads me back here," it isn't just reflection, it's surrender. From the fog behind her, another figure steps forward, broad-shouldered, silver-touched, familiar. Jamie Fraser, the Highlander who once changed time itself for love. His voice breaks through the storm, steady and low. "If we go back, Sassenach, we may never return." It isn't a warning. It's a promise. He would follow her anywhere, even if the stones swallowed them whole. They stand together in silence, the candle's flame caught between them, a fragile light against centuries of fate. The hum of the stones deepens, pulsing like a living heart. Past, present, and future seem to fold in on themselves. Time holds its breath, and then lightning. The moors explode into brightness. The stones blaze like stars. The screen fractures, the Outlander emblem cracking straight down the middle, a symbol that the timeline itself is breaking. Years of love and defiance have pushed time to its limits, and now the universe demands balance. In a rush of images, the world collapses. Fraser's Ridge burns, flames curling toward the sky. Brianna sobs over a faded photograph of her parents, their smiles trapped in another century. As she stares, Jamie's eyes seem to move, glancing toward her, aware. Roger runs through a dark forest, shouting her name as leaves whirl and air bends. Redcoats march through modern fog, muskets flashing beside headlights. History no longer keeps its shape. Centuries are bleeding together. The trailer doesn't explain the chaos, but every frame whispers the same truth. Time itself is unraveling. The past is seeping into the present, and the Frasers stand at the center of the storm. Then, in the quiet after the blaze, Claire's voice returns, soft, breaking. "We've changed time before, but what if this time changes us?" It's the first moment we've ever heard her sound uncertain, and that fear feels heavier than any battle. The scene fades to Lallybroch, but not the one we remember. The grand home is silent now, overgrown with ivy, its gates hanging loose, the wind whistling through hollow windows. Carved into the door, almost hidden by moss, one word: Fraser. The letters tremble like ghosts of memory. For a heartbeat, the screen splits between the past and the present. Young Jamie carrying Claire across the threshold, and the same doorway now empty and cold. It's not just decay. It's time fracturing, rewriting, remembering. Then, a shift. Claire stands in a sterile 20th century hospital. She sets down a scalpel, her hand shaking. On the desk, an old brass compass spins wildly before freezing, the needle pointing north, toward Scotland. She breathes his name, almost a prayer. Time hasn't released her. It's summoning her home. As the hum of the stones returns, we see fleeting echoes. Young Jamie sparring with Fergus, Brianna walking through mist, Roger bent over a map that refuses to stay still. Time itself feels sentient, as if aware of those who dared to challenge it. Claire closes her eyes, and the sound of the stones merges with a heartbeat. Their heartbeat. The heartbeat grows louder. Lightning flashes once more above Craigh. Jamie and Claire step toward the stones hand in hand. Two souls bound by love that even centuries couldn't break. Her voice trembles. It started with a heartbeat. Maybe it should end with one, too. That single line is the soul of the saga. From the moment she first touched the stones, her heart has been the compass of time. Now it beats again, not for escape, but for return. The trailer races through fragments of memory. Their first kiss in the Highlands, vows whispered in the dark, births, battles, promises kept and broken. Each image is a pulse of light, each heartbeat a memory replayed before the curtain falls. Then everything fades, not to black but to white. Because this is not death, it's rebirth. When the light softens, dawn breaks over the highlands. Two silhouettes walk toward the horizon, side by side. Jamie's voice drifts on the wind. Wherever we are, I'll find you, Claire. And hers answers, always. Then silence, the kind that feels eternal. But the story doesn't end there. The scene slides into another time. Brianna's study, cluttered with sketches, letters, and relics of the past. She opens a small wooden box and pulls out that same photograph. Her parents at Fraser's Ridge, smiling as though time itself were blessing them. As she stares, the picture flickers. Jamie's eyes shift again. A compass begins to spin on her desk. Papers scatter. Lights flicker blue outside. Roger bursts through the door shouting her name, and she answers not with fear but resolve. If they're lost in time, we have to bring them home. He stares at her, understanding what she means. You know what that means, Bree? She nods. It's our turn. Together they step toward the stones, children's hands gripping theirs, lightning cracking overhead. The hum rises, ancient, familiar. Roger whispers a prayer in Gaelic. God guide the Frasers. Light engulfs them, and the world folds in on itself again. It's not the end of Jamie and Claire's tale. It's the beginning of their children's, a legacy of love bound to time itself. When the storm calms, the land is quiet once more. Mist drapes over the highlands like memory. The camera finds Claire alone, older now, walking through a forgotten graveyard. She kneels beside a weathered stone. Her trembling fingers brush away moss until the name appears, James Fraser. Tears fall without sound. She traces each letter as if touching him. Lightning glances off the marble, and for an instant his reflection shimmers, not a ghost, but something real. He looks at her with that same unshaken devotion. She whispers, "Take me home, Jamie." A hand reaches out, his hand, and their fingers almost touch. The hum of the stones returns, soft and rhythmic, the heartbeat beginning again. Light fills the scene, warm and endless. When it fades, only words remain. The past awaits. Those 3 words carry everything Outlander has ever meant. It's a promise that love doesn't vanish. It waits beyond time. Maybe they'll find peace together at last. Maybe their souls will walk through another life, another century. But whatever comes, one truth endures. Time was never their enemy. It was their bridge, the thread that kept their hearts bound across lifetimes. And as the final heartbeat echoes, we understand. Their story doesn't end here. It simply waits, somewhere beyond the stones, for love to find it again.